Real comfortable.
There you go.
Pero esto está estorbando, that's why. You're gonna have your feet up. There we go. I'm good now.
We're getting comfortable here. Hello, welcome back to our channel, Adventures con la Monarca. My name is Carla.
And I'm Diego.
We are coming back to you from months of taking a break in all of our social media platforms. And I recently came back to Instagram. And I have been kind of hinting what has happened in the past few months, which have been extremely hard. And now that we are in a better place and we have assimilated things, we're ready to share what that is.
So we're gonna go full on RV living.
Bruh.
Yes.
So we are planning to sell most of our things. We're gonna plan to sell our house, and we are doing the craziest thing ever.
Especially in our culture and our family and everybody.
Yeah.
We don't know anyone that does this personally. We've seen people on YouTube obviously, and we've heard stories, but we don't know anybody. So this is really out of this.
It's definitely new. It is crazy. It is going to be life-changing. It is going to be chaotic and all the things. It has been very hard to come to the idea that we were going to get rid of, downsize, extremely downsize,
Yeah.
and get rid of most of our things so that we're able to do this thing. This is what I've been hinting on Earthy Crave. If you follow me there on Instagram, you know I was waiting to do this YouTube video because I feel like we would be able to provide much more behind of why we decided to do this and take that leap. That is what we have been talking deeply, like going back and forth, because this was like, what if, when we first got the RV, I don't think I really saw us doing anything like full time. Like I saw us traveling part time, just like what we were doing. Diego was traveling for work. We would go with him to his work and then just explore the area, but that was it. And it wasn't like often, right? And so full time RV living, like that is a whole shift.
Yeah, we have to downsize, like Carla said. It's so many things. We already started to get rid of stuff, but even mentally thinking like you're going to not have a lot of space, a lot to carry, my tools, what I need for my traveling job, like everything. I have to find space and be innovating in our RV.
Yeah. No, it's a big deal. And I think this is why I just had to put a pause to everything that we were doing, our socials, because we had to make sure that we were okay and that what we were deciding was going to be the best decision for our family. And there's still days where we are like doubting, but we know that we're going to do this. So you are still you're going to come along with us, and we're going to be sharing about like our decluttering journey, downsizing. We are going to share with you the reasons why we decided to do this and why we decided to do something hard, because it's not easy. There's many reasons, and none of this is going to be listed in order. The real reason why I felt like this was something that we needed to do now is to shake up the whole vibe in this household, is because if we don't do that, we're going to continue to live years and years and years in the same house, doing the same thing.
We've been living in this house for 10 years
already,
and
which is mind-blowing.
It is, because you say, oh my God, 10 years, right? We've been married for 10 years and it's just about to be 10 years. And it's now like, we need to do something different. What Carla said, we need to shake it up. And
we need to shake it up. I feel like this will probably be another video, but you might be thinking, because we thought about this and it has been brought up by family members as well, is like, why the F would you be thinking about selling your house? Like appreciating
Asset.
asset
Yeah.
and going to a moving into a depreciating asset, right? I feel like we're going to be touching those points, but right now we just want to share more about the reasons why we decided to do this.
We have an opportunity that we have our daughter. She's 3.5. This is the time where we're still young. We still feel great. I want to explore the U.S. first. I want to be able to go different places. And we have this opportunity with my part of my business that I travel for work anyways. So now we're integrating everything, and this is the time. This is now, and we have to do something radical.
Yeah, yeah, that is right. I think that was like my number one reason is because our daughter is so young right now. And I feel like these are her most like fundamental years with us. And we're just going to really do the thing, really create even a more intentional relationship all together as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I have been seeing, I could be completely wrong and biased here, but what I have just kind of absorbed, we're set up to kind of disconnect from each other and really separate into our own ways. So like mom and dad is always working or and it's not our fault. It's just like how we were kind of brought up
Yeah.
in this system and it's to be expected. It's like mom and dad is working and then kids are either in childcare
Or
or
with
they're sent to
grandma
school or
or
we're like
family.
yeah, and it just starts to create this whole dynamic. And as soon as you realize like that child is grown up, like we don't really, have that close
The bond.
connection or attachment. And so I've been reading this wonderful book. It's called Hold On to Your Kids, but it's talking about this whole like attachment. And we just treasure our family time and we want to be able to continue having those quality moments. It's not the reason why we're doing this, but it's going to definitely
It's an
help.
add-on. Yeah, it's gonna
It's such a
be.
huge bonus. Yeah, because we're going to be able to provide, like, integrate the things that we're already doing. It's like we're homeschooling, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least for now. That can look different in the future. But at least for right now that we decided to do that, we have that freedom and privilege. We do acknowledge that we are in a position of so much privilege as Mexican Americans being able to make such a decision, even though it's hard. We're
Yeah.
able to travel. We're able to, like, really create the life that we really want. Thanks to our parents, that brought us here and worked their ass off and broke their backs and, did all of these things so that we can have a better life. And so we want to be able to do the same for our daughter. And what a better way to show her the world? What a better way to get to immerse her in the actual experiences that life has to offer. Like I don't want her to be learning from this place from a book. Like let's actually go. Like let's walk, let's hike, let's, get into the streams and get into these places where it's just going to create even more memories.
Yeah, the memories is what. Since we've been together for a long time, but when we were dating, the same thing. We would travel together. We would do a lot of things together. It wasn't. We didn't always have the money to do it. There was always a way. I always found a way or something, but it was not the best way, right? But those memories are still with us forever. So that's something that now we're trying to wipe out completely all our debt. This way we can, because we're not leaving because it's cheaper to live RVing.
Yeah.
That's
Let's clarify that.
yeah, that's
We know that.
we know it's not going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
We know it could be about the same or it's going to be even more sometimes. But if we start all over again, with what we learned with my business coach and
Shout out to Bernadette Joy.
yep, shout out. And then with Carla, with her business and her schooling, everything that she knows, we're learning as we go. And that helps us to get to financial freedom, right? That's the goal here.
Yeah.
And this is one step towards it. We never know. We might go back to a home or something, but right now this is what we need to do to make us.
Yeah, this is
get there.
temporary. Like we definitely don't see ourselves doing this like forever. I don't believe in forever.
I don't either.
Because we're not a forever version of ourselves. Like I don't believe in forever homes. Like that's another reason what got us into thinking of like should we like how do you know? How do you know your forever home if you haven't
Been to
gone
other
out?
states.
Yeah, you haven't gone out to travel, like fully travel and
Mm.
immerse yourself in other cultures and like traditions and like how do you know? that. And to me, I find it really hard to put that word of forever in there. It's because like I don't see us always being the
Mm.
same version of ourselves. Like honestly, no. I think we slowly die if we always feel like we're the same version. Like we stop our growth process, our evolving, all of these things. Like we
This is
hold
what we feel for us.
of like we had this whole different idea working with Bernadette Joy. I think that's one of the main reasons challenge us into thinking really, really deep about our goals. Like, why are we doing this in the first place? Why do we want financial freedom in the
Yep.
first place? Why are we working with her in the first place? Like, what are our goals? What does that look like? And our goals have changed so much because we keep peeling the layer and peeling the layer and getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And so I want to say like again shout out to her because she has really like pushed us to she's challenged us to think in a different way. And it wasn't her influence at all. It
No.
was more of like she helped us, she coached us to like understand what we truly value right now and what is the most aligned right now because it will change later on.
Yeah, she's a true coach. She is coaching you through something. I am responsible for what I'm deciding or what I'm thinking, right? She's saying, "Oh, well, think about it this way or think about it this way." That's what a coach does, and she's a true coach, and she actually does an awesome, fantastic job. And I love the way she coaches.
Yeah. So I will share with you very quickly that one of the things that we thought our goal that looks completely different, but our goal was to like own some land,
Yeah,
build our home, our
just
even dream home or whatever you want to call it. But it just build a home in our land, be able to have like an organic farm and just like community hub and all of these things. And so we kind of saw that vision. But then it didn't feel right.
yeah,
Like that's awesome and it's still cool idea and maybe we'll do that in the future, who knows. But it didn't feel like the right timing. And
yes.
one of the things that I told Diego was like, "Hey babe, like I really think that we would be taking away all that time that we have right now with our daughter, with Adi,
Putting into the
and putting all of our energy and time and like stress, money, and so much like there's so much that goes into just doing that. And that would be pulling us away from like actually creating really awesome memories with her. Like I don't think that should get in the way right now. And so we figured out again just a lot of coaching, a lot of thinking, a lot of digging, a lot of questioning, a lot of conversations, and just it just got us into thinking like being in the RV last year was like, what if?
Mhm.
That curiosity was like, what if we were to do this full time? That sounds cool. That sounds amazing. But I know it's not going to be all rainbows and colors. Like, we know the downside of that. We know the pros and cons. Like, trust us. We've talked about it, I would say, like, all, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of cons behind it,
Yeah.
and it's probably more cons than pros. But at the same time, we're up for the challenge, right?
Yeah.
Like you said here, sacrifice. So we're thinking of doing a big sacrifice right now. That's gonna put us ahead 5 years, right? And within some months or a year or so. This is what we have to get uncomfortable,
Yeah.
so then we can be comfortable. And I think that that's a big thing that we need to do now.
That's another one on the list is to we need to struggle. I feel like as human beings, we are always trying to find commodity and convenience and we don't want to struggle and we get it like coming from, like
Yeah.
immigrant family, parents struggle so that we don't struggle. But I feel like it's also like looking at the other side of that is we need to struggle. Like we need to remember what that struggle is because that's going to help us remain humane. The more convenience we have, the more of that less struggle that we have, the less we're able to relate, the less we're able to be like, well, that doesn't bother me. I have nothing to like is that privilege, right? In
Mm.
a way. So it's I feel like that struggle part and that challenge part that this transition is going to lead us is that we're going to remember what it is like to be
Human.
like we're gonna, yeah, literally new skills to gain from the challenges and the difficulties that you go through in life. I feel like the struggles and the things that I went through even as a child like made me who I am today, right? And so they shape us and
Hmm.
they like really, and I feel like we are in this world where we need to continue to build on these skills
Hmm.
and, become become a better version of ourselves. And so I feel like there's nothing like having the actual struggle. So that's another reason. The other one that I have here is that we are not waiting for retirement
No.
or for a really terrible like health diagnosis. You all know, and if you don't, you'll get to know. I'm a health coach. I'm a holistic health coach. So a big part of our lifestyle is just healthy living and nutrition and all of these things. And so but even with that, nothing's guaranteed, right? And so we're not doing this healthy lifestyle to say like we are completely like never gonna get any like diagnosis or like no, there's all these things that can happen. And so a big part of how we live is preventable, and but again, that's not guaranteed. It doesn't guarantee anything.
Every time I do any trip or I go do a job down south, I try to, once I'm done at 4 or 5, either go have dinner and then go on a hike or go out somewhere, like be out in fresh air. That always helps me. And just doing it, my mind gets clear. I get to breathe.
And so we're not waiting. We're not waiting, thankfully, right now. I mean, God forbid, but like right now, our family is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents are great. Like they don't have any real like complications right now. So we're able to do that. Like if that changes, this would be so hard.
Yeah.
Like it would be harder to do and jump into something that we barely are not going to be around, right? And so I actually screenshotted this quote and I need to read it to you because I feel like it was so aligned. And I want to credit the actual person is Travel with Hannahcast. This quote says, imagine being 67 and realizing you miss days like this for a job that gave you 2% raise but took 90% of your life. That is the reality that we live in. And so if we don't do the intentional decision of changing and creating our life, this is what's going to happen. You're going to see and look back, and decades are going to fly by, and you're going to be like, yo, I've been in the same place my whole entire life. And not that that's a bad thing, it's just
For
I
us, we
feel
don't.
like that just holds you back so much from truly evolving into who you are meant to be, because I feel like there's always these layers again in ourselves, and like we stop growing if we are not really like challenging ourselves in different ways or just being intentional about like our goals and where we want to be. And again, this is not going to be a forever thing, it's just going to be
For now thing.
a for now thing, and we
Sorry,
don't know
thought.
what we're doing next. We really don't know that, and I don't want to know that because that would be extremely like anxiety provoking, just trying to think of like my whole entire life, our whole entire lives. And so we don't want to live that way. So the reason why this is also this has been hard is because we had to assimilate a lot of the things that are going to change for our family. Like one of the things for me was my business. Well, it was actually our business is the mobile bar, the wellness functional mocktails or functional drinks that we were doing. And you got to see in past videos, so go check them out. We work with Sweet Green. We work with like Mel and Mel from Live Well. We work with BTR Nation, like so many cool people, and like Raven Oaks, and all
That
these
we
beautiful
align with.
farms, and Darian from Good Grounds. Like, yeah, amazing, amazing people that we got to work with. And I didn't want to let that go. Like, to me, I think that is one of the reasons why I got full forehead was I was developing like these itchy dry patches
Yeah.
on my skin. It was terrible,
It was
almost like
wild.
bleeding out too.
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah.
It was really bad because of how stressed I was, and the thought of like me closing down my business is what got me the most stress. It's like how am I saying goodbye? How am I closing this chapter that I envision growing, and I envision doing different things and working with different brands, and like just because we were the first in Michigan to be able to provide something like this. It
Yeah.
was a big deal, and to be able to like close this chapter was not an easy. So I cried. I cried, and I was grieving. I was grieving in a way, and though I'm in a better place now, it's just that blueprint that we always have in our minds of how certain things should be and how we envision things can honestly sometimes hurt us and bite us back, if we don't learn how to adjust and change that blueprint.
And now you're gonna pivot, right? It's gonna be online. It's gonna be blogs. It's gonna be a different.
Right. So I
There's a
still align
different.
with the
Yeah,
functional wellness
exactly.
drinks. It's just going to look different. Instead of me doing events with the mobile bar, the trailer, where I'm actually going to be just uploading the recipes on my blog, and you can still have access to that. It's going to look different, but it doesn't mean that I get to stop doing what I love,
Mm.
right? And so is yeah, it's about that pivot, and I think that's one of the big things that our channel is really going to be mainly about. It's, yeah, we're gonna show you like maybe the cool places, and we're gonna show you the struggles, the challenges. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna learn with us because we don't know shit. But the main thing is also like we want to show you that we can pivot. Like we want to actually encourage, families or couples or individuals, anyone really, that you are allowed to pivot, you are allowed to reinvent yourself, you are allowed to close things down and open things back up and start and redo it and start all over again.
and work in something that you didn't even think you were gonna do, or even like us, right? We're moving into an RV. Would have never thought this was
The
gonna
fuck?
happen. It's crazy.
Like
Uh,
that is fucking crazy. The last thing, I mean, I feel like there's more reasons, but these are like the main ones, is that we want to be able to not be attached to anything, but be open to everything. I read
true.
I read a quote. I'm over here pulling quotes because they just give me life.
Yeah, it's mainly for me. It's more about trying to minimalize items or things for me because I've always been, you know, a little hoarder, I guess. Things that I hold on to, and now it's getting easier
Tell me
and
if you can
easier.
relate. Déjame guardo esto por si acaso, like un día.
Yeah, but the garage is full of déjame guardo esto, and now
Fucking
it's
junk.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's getting there. Now it's half full, but I started getting rid of a lot of stuff, and it's easier for me to get rid of stuff when I know I'm going into an RV and we're gonna be in our fifth wheel for a while, and it's like, okay, do I know somebody who could actually use this? So I gave an engine away to one of my buddies. He's building a race car, and then he was super happy about it. So, and I was like, okay, it's going to somebody that is going to use it. So I have a lot of things that people can use. So, and a lot of stuff has gone to the garbage for
Yeah.
sure. And good thing I own a dump trailer, so that has helped a lot.
Yep, thank goodness. So here's a quote. I don't actually have the person who wrote this, so I can't give them credit. But if you know, like, please write it down in the comments. Have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. We are decluttering deep, and I am so good about letting things go. Like, I mean, there are certain things where I'm really attached. Like my mobile bar was like a for sure a hard one. Um, there is also Ari's like things that
Oh yeah,
for some reason is really hard for me to like think about selling or getting rid of, because I mean not even my things. It's her
oh
things.
yeah, for
Did invest in a lot of
very good quality
good
things.
quality. Like her mattress is completely organic and non-toxic. We got her floor bed, which is also not painted with anything. It's all natural
Natural wood,
wood.
yeah.
So we invested in so many things that are like free from VOCs and like volatile organic compounds and all these things that off gas. Like our couch is, you know, low tox couch, and so definitely these are things that are like pretty hard,
Yeah.
because not only did it cost us, but it also holds like, I don't know. I definitely need to do work into why that I'm having a hard
I
time.
think it's because when we were transitioning into a healthier lifestyle, these were the things that pushed us and got us there. I think it's more of like us holding that. I don't know. Maybe now I'm just thinking about this. Maybe it's like we get rid of this now. It's gonna push us back to like doing something that we're not, 100% organic, or because our couches in our fifth wheel are not organic, and they're not low tox or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that might be it. But I know for sure there is
We're planning to
just.
get our mattress though. That is
Oh, we have to 100%. The
non-toxic.
everybody
So
knows RV
you get to know
mattresses are
us. Yeah, they're
crap.
yeah, and I feel like we're gonna bring something innovative also into
Yeah,
this space because although you may see a lot of like if you Google or YouTube in the search section you can put RV full time living families or whatever and like you'll see so many people because I mean we have been like digging through
a
all
lot of
of the
videos.
families
Yeah.
and a lot of content because this is going to be very much part of our lives now. I guess that the healthy living in a different way. Like you're going
Yeah.
to see in a different angle, a different perspective because I actually haven't encountered, maybe there is, I'm sure there is, but we haven't encountered personally someone who is doing full-time RV living as a Latino family, as a, Mexican American family, as a family that is also like homeschooling, who's doing low tox living and living a healthy lifestyle that's more of a preventative through a preventative lens.
Yes. So a lot of things coming.
Yeah, a lot of content is definitely going to be coming up and we're learning as we go. We don't know shit.
Yeah.
We are definitely this is like new territory for us and we're excited. At the same time we're fucking scared and terrified and I mean, yeah. I mean, we're there's so many feelings. There we are such a mess. It's a roller coaster, but we're in a better position now than we were a couple months ago. And so
Mentally,
I want to
yes.
thank you all for giving us this space to share about, our lives and also please to support our channel please subscribe. It is completely free to you. People when they hear subscribe they think they're going to be paying a monthly fee or something. Not on YouTube. Subscribe is completely free and you get to help us out our channel and share with friends, family, whomever, your coworkers, I don't care, but really appreciate you for doing that. And please comment, like all the engagement, all of this definitely helps our small channel. And we look forward to doing more videos. We're going to be talking about like our journey pretty much.
Yeah, how we
And
started and everything, like the
yeah,
transition, and then our first trips, full
because
timing,
I
and
think it's
everything.
so true. If you like look up RV full time living families, you're gonna get to see the moment they already are living or that they're moving everything, but you haven't seen the before. And with us, you're gonna get to see the before because we still are in our house. We have lots to do with decluttering, downsizing. So we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.